we can form the same protests, okay, insisting on our civil rights in that area. And it's a very clever thing. I had nothing to do with it, but it's a very clever thing because wherever you are, you know, if you're in Salt Lake City, you can say, occupy Salt Lake City. People will immediately know that you're involved in the civil rights movement.
What we're seeing here is an enlightenment. People are realizing that the life we've been living is not sustainable, and it's time to change. I think the most disenfranchised people of our country are here. We have a huge homeless population here. These are people who've been living this struggle for a lot longer than we possibly could imagine. And I think we're out here to set some things right. We do not deserve this.
We need equal protection of the law. That is, the law is applied to everybody, rich and poor, middle class, equally. And an example of that is if I present a fraudulent document to a courtroom, like the banks have, thousands of times, I'll end up in prison. I'll end up in San Quentin. Yeah. But you haven't seen one banker, okay, you haven't seen one banker go to jail for this blatant fraud that has brought the economy of the world to its knees. And that's just absurd. With the people of the world! Rise up, rise up, rise up! Rise up with the people of the world! Rise up, rise up, rise up! Rise up with the people of Oakland! Rise up, rise up, rise up! It's a civil rights movement. We're simply asking that everybody be treated the same. And that's the most important thing. It goes back to our basic understanding of Americans as all people are created equal. They have equal and inalienable rights. And people should understand that. Sure, Wall Street and the financial district is a great concern of ours, but if you apply the laws that exist, okay, we can take care of it.
Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
Well, tonight I heard that there were 200 police gathered in Betrayal Hill about an hour ago, and they were coming down. And I also heard that 2,000 people were coming from Oakland, and they stopped a lot of people on the BART from coming here.
They are sucking dry the people, the 99% resources, and if we don't have resources and we don't have education and medical care and we don't have the funds to support ourselves, the only thing we're going to be worried about is surviving day to day.
So when they raided before, there was just those tents there. We've developed a community here. We're taking care of people. The really amazing thing about this movement actually is that the homeless people who are so disenfranchised, now that they have a job to do and part of a community, their mental health is improving, they're drinking less, they're smoking less weed. It's an amazing community. If we tear that down, if they tear that down in our name, which is what's happening, they're tearing it down in our collective name. If we let that happen, we're making the world a worse place.
I was first in my first civil rights demonstration in 1964, so I've been doing this for almost 50 years. This is going to be the easiest slam dunk in comparing the civil rights movement, the anti-war movement, the Stop the Draft movement, the get voting rights for young people at 18 movement, the women's movement, and the gay movement. All take longer than this. This is just going to snowball. And one reason, of course, is the internet. We had to in all these other movements go face to face, like with you guys, convince people face to face. Now you've got the internet. We had to rely on the media, and now you put out your own message. You don't care what the corporate media does, and rightfully so. So they can twist it any way they want. You don't care. And everybody sees it, you know. What goes on here, everybody sees all over the world. The world does watch. And that's great. But the most important thing is we preserve our democracy as we've known it in our set of laws that apply equally to the wealthy and to the guy living under the bridge.